To draw faces consistently, we first need to understand the front view head proportions. The face is basically divided into 3 equal vertical areas. The first one is the hairline to the eyebrows, that's the top third. Then the eyebrows to the bottom of the nose, that's the middle third. And finally from the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin, that's the lower third. The average head is about 6 units wide and 10 units tall, so we'll use a 6x10 grid as our base template. Now there is a lot of variation in real faces, but this grid gives us a reliable starting structure that we can later push and stylize. So the main thing to memorize is these 3 areas of the face, which is from the hairline down to the eyebrows down to the bottom of the nose to the bottom of the chin, and then you can add the top of the skull, which is 1/10 of the entire height of the head. And you can see it fits perfectly over a human face. And yes, males too. Does everybody have this proportion? No, but millions of people do, so this is a great place to start. Now I'm going to show you a few placeholder features. You can use whatever style you want, but these are just some of my favorites. So here's 3 style of eyebrows. Okay. Now we'll do some eyes. Here's a 2-line eye that I love to use if I'm in a hurry. And also you can finish it off really nicely also. Here's kind of a manga Disney style eye that I use a lot. And then I'm just drawing in a couple of manga features here, a simple nose and a broken mouth. But this is the eye I use most of the time. I can place it in really quickly and then stylize it later on. 3 different styles of noses. These are just placeholders. You have to finish the features later on, but they get the face drawn in quickly. Now here's the nose that I use most often, this little M with those stylized 6s as nostrils. Next we do some simple ears, 3-line ears, 4-line ears, the number 5 for the ear details. That works great. And then let's do a few different styles of mouths here. A curvy mouth, an angular mouth. I use this a lot, especially for superheroes. But if I'm in a hurry, the simplest mouth I can draw is this 2 flattened triangle mouth. It's very easy to stylize, and 2 lines is good enough for the bridge of the nose. Then we add in the top and the side of the skulls. Remember, the back of the skull is wider than the front of the skull, and the widest part of the front of the face is the cheekbones. And then we're going to put in the jaw and slant it in where the mouth opening is. If you want a more slender jaw, just cut off a couple of chunks. You can make the neck as wide as you want depending on the character, whether it's young or old or strong or whatever. And here's the classic hairline that I use all the time. Works perfect. So let's take all this knowledge and draw a face with it. Okay, so I'm going to just draw out a 3-area face here. I've got the template here, and let's see how fast we can put in the features. So, the eyebrows. And if we cut this in half, then we are going to put in the eyes like this. And if we know the width of the nose, so I'll do that next. Draw my little M shape special M here. Put in the 6s for the nostrils. Now we know where the tear ducts are going to be. We just go up from here, and the tear ducts will be right there. Like that. So the tear ducts are just inside the nose like that. And then I think that nose might be a bit thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrap that. Because this face is pretty tall, I think I'm going to make the nose a bit wider, like this.
Hey guys, if you're enjoying the video, please give a like and subscribe.
That looks better. Okay, so now the nose is wider and the tear duct will be there. like that. Okay, I like that. And so if this is from here to here halfway, we know that's where the iris is going to fall. Maybe just a little in there. Like that. So now we have the eyes placed. And let's get those eyebrows finished. Okay. And now we're going to find the mouth. So we have to find halfway from here to here. It's approximately here. The mouth is closer to the nose, so I'm going to put the opening of the mouth right about here. Draw a flattened triangle for the top lip, and maybe a thicker triangle for the bottom lip. Okay, next I'm going to put in the cheekbones, which are going to be a little wider than the 6 units across here. And then the jaw is going to come in right where the mouth opening is, like that. And you can just decide how wide you want the bottom of the chin to be. As I'm going to make this a female character, I'm going to make the jaw thinner like that. If I was making this a male character, I'd probably put it out here like that. The other thing you can do is if you want a slender jaw, a more slender cheekbone, is to cut off a little bit like this. There you go. All right, now let's do a 3-line ear. We'll start at the top of the eye, go out, come down, and go to the bottom of the nose. And then if you do want to do some kind of inner ear markings, that's all you have to do, is this little 5 shape like that. So on this side, same thing. Start at the top of the eye, go up, come down, go in, and then we'll do the backwards 5 over here. That's about all the detail you need for the inner ear, because you might cover it with hair anyway. Then this part here is the top of the skull. If we take one of these 3 areas and divide it into thirds, something like that, add that much on top, that'll be the top of the skull. Add some width, because the back of the skull is a little wider than the front where the face is. And there we go. And now we've got our face in place. We can just add the neck. And you can do this much faster than I'm doing it here. I'm doing it kind of slow, so you guys can kind of see how I do it. And you can also see that I didn't draw round irises. I just find they're easier to put in place with just doing 2 lines like that. The other thing is when you put in the pupil is closer to the top lid, because the eyelid usually actually cuts off part of the iris. You rarely see the top of the iris in a person. So the pupil ends up being closer to the top lid, like this. Okay, and then you can just put in the bridge of the nose. Maybe even make the nose wider. Cut off a little bit here. Okay, and you can start to manipulate your face and massage it to the character you want. The hairline comes in over the eyebrow, goes back out, goes up to the hairline. In like that. And there we go. We have everything in place. All right. Now, let me see. You can see how the 3 areas work there like that. This is a pretty thin face. And put the philtrum in there. Maybe make the mouth a little wider. Maybe make the lip come down a little more like that. And I think I'm going to round the chin a little bit more like that. I like that. That's better. And the shoulders are a bit too high. Shoulders don't go up to the chin. There we go. All right, so that's, I would say, a slow version of how to lay out a face. You can do it much faster, but that gives you an idea of how this grid works, okay? And you can massage the ears, do whatever you want, okay? So that's basically how the front face grid works. Let's do this. Nice. All right, and then you can put on a hairdo and whatever you want from there. Okay,